Hi there, I all right? Well, I am ayrat Sultonqulov, a senior teacher at World Language University. So today I'm going to focus on a very important part of language learning. So, let me ask a small question. Which one is the most difficult and takes a long time to manage and to learn? What do you think? Is it speaking? Is it reading? Maybe listening or writing? What do you think? Well, you are right. So writing is one of the most time-consuming and energy-consuming part of language learning. So in the following slides, we're going to look at the factors what makes language learning, especially writing, so challenging. What are they? Well, first, if you want to be a successful writer, there are quite many things that you have to follow. First, grammar. So most people think that they learn grammar for multiple choice questions or something like that. But unfortunately, for writing purpose, grammar has a special role. So I will explain later in my upcoming slides. Well, next one is thinking skills. So as a language instructor, my most candidates are good at writing, but in most cases they lack points. They cannot develop arguments and supportive arguments and points to write down on their paper. And the next one is vocabulary. So as you can see on the slide, vocabulary has an asterisk point on the side. That means, so vocabulary, learning vocabulary and employing those lexical resources in your writing is not just memorizing and writing them down. No, it's a quite different process. So what makes this process different? Okay, so you learn sometimes a word, and in most cases we do not know the word formation. So we do not know the noun or verb or adverb of the word that we have recently learned. And the next step involves collocations. So for example, if you learn a new word time, and there should be some word formation activities, timely, and many others. And in the next step, you should learn some collocations connected with time. So for example, time-consuming work, and to do some time-consuming work. So this way, you can learn a lot of new words and you can use them successfully in your writing assignment. So, and the last one, the last but not the least, is awareness of outline. So imagine if you are writing a task one, so it has a different outline. And if you are writing an essay, it has a different outline. So mostly language learners, I mean writers, mix them up. In some cases, they do not follow the outline, the format of the writing task. Let's go on. Well, now let me make you think and write a bit. Now, this activity is called rewording or paraphrasing in simple words. So rewording is something telling one sentence or one statement or one point in more than 2 or 3 points. Now, in the upcoming examples, we will practice a bit. For successful understanding, let me do this activity in Uzbek, in our native language. Let's look at the examples. Well, the essential point says meaning karnım aç. And there are 5 more reworded or paraphrased sentences for this essential meaning. Well, men açlıkni his etyapman. The message is still meaning karnım aç. And in the brackets you can see aç, açlık. And aç is adjective, as I have mentioned above. This is adjective and açlık is noun. So both adjective and noun forms of the word can be used in the same sentence. Well, the next sentence says men tok emasman. As you can see, this is a way in which a writer expresses the point by using antonyms. Aç, tok. And the third example says birer narsa yeyishim kerek. And the message is still meaning karnım aç, I'm hungry. Well, in brackets you can see usul ve sözlerinin terkibi o'zgardi. So birer narsa yeyishim kerek. So we are not using the word aç, açlık, tok, toklik. Just you are saying by employing different words and phrases. In that case, as I mentioned above, usul ve sözlerinin terkibi o'zgardi. And the fourth example says yegulikka juda muhtojman. And still, usul va so'zlarning tarkibi o'zgardi. And we can't see usual words or phrases to deliver the message meaning qornim och. And the last one says, qornim ochlik sababli quvvatim yo'q. That's the most important part of writing. So, usul va so'zlarning tarkibi o'zgardi, fikr biroz boyitildi. Fikrning biroz boyitilish holati quvvatim yo'q, ya'ni qornining ochligini quvvatsizlik bilan bog'lab berilmoqda. So in that case, a writer can sound naturally. So the style is quite natural. Well, let's go. So, dear learners, now we have essential sentence saying bu hikoya zerikarli emas. If you want to learn, if you want to practice the activity that we learned in the previous slide, you can do this activity in 4 minutes and by making at least 5 sentences with the same meaning. Bu hikoya zerikarli emas. Maybe bu hikoyani o'qib zerikmadim. Maybe zerikarli hikoya emasligini bilaman, and maybe it's something like that. So in the next slide you can see the paraphrased, reworded sentences, points. Bu hikoya zerikarli emas. So first, bu hikoya qiziqarli ekan. We are using antonym. Ushbu hikoyani o'qigan odam zerikmaydi. So zerikmoq. This is a verb and I'm using the verb in my sentence. Bu hikoyani o'qigan odam umuman zerikmaydi. And the third sentence says, bu hikoya o'quvchini zeriktirmaydi. Zerikmoq, zeriktirmoq, qiziqarli bo'lmoq. And the fourth sentence says, bu hikoyani o'qigan kishi unga qiziqib qoladi. Qiziqib qolmoq fe'lini ishlatish bilan usul va so'zning tarkibi, gapdagi so'zlarning tarkibi butkul o'zgardi. And the fifth one says, qiziqarlilik bu hikoyaning xususiyati hisoblanadi. So the last sentence seems a bit academic and natural. And we will practice in the upcoming slides as well. Let's go. So now we are turning to English language. So this hotel is not expensive. You know the translation of this sentence. And let's look at the first example. This hotel is cheap. So cheap is underlined because this is the antonym of expensive. Or by not saying, without saying not expensive, you also can say cheap. Well, the next example. The price of this hotel is not high. Very good. Not high price. Too costly, not too costly. So third example. This hotel's price is low. High, low. We are using antonyms. And the number 4. Everybody likes this hotel's price. So commonly this price's hotel is liked by the users or clients. Well, fifth one. The price of this hotel is good, affordable for everyone. If you pay attention to the underlined phrases and collocations, you may see how you can use diverse styles, lexical resource, or word formation, or synonyms and antonyms in writing down your natural or key point that is given birth in your mind. Let's go. Number 6. Living in this hotel does not cost high. Well, does not cost high. That means not expensive. 7. If you stay at this hotel, you do not have to pay much. Don't have to pay much. Not expensive. Last. A guest does not need much money to stay at this hotel. Does not need much money to stay at this hotel. It means not expensive. Let's go on. Well, if you want to practice by yourself, you may do this activity in 4 minutes and you should write at least 6 sentences which can fully deliver the message of your hands must be clean before you eat anything. Well, you may practice later. Let's go. And if I were you, if I were given this type of assignment, I would do this in the following way. Well, your hands must be clean before you eat anything. Well, that's good. Well, number 1, if your hands are dirty, don't eat anything. Yeah, the message is still your hands must be clean before you eat anything. And then number 2, eating needs clean hands. As you can see, the sentence, the statement is shorter, compact, but still can deliver the message. Well, number 3, we need clean hands to eat anything. So I am involving some pronouns like we. And number 4, you must eat food with clean hands. Clean hands. And in that example, the writer stresses a huge emphasis on the importance of clean hands by saying you must eat food with clean hands. Well, number 5, wash your hands and then you can eat something. So language is bigger, has more sentences and phrases, as you can see. Number 6, without clean hands, eat nothing. It's not hygienic. As you can see in this example, I'm involving some words, academic words like hygienic, hygiene, hygienic. Hygiene is adjective as noun, hygienic is adjective, as you can see. Well, and I'm using some hyphen there. The sentence is hyphenated, so that brings a more academic aura into my writing style. Number 7, eat nothing if your hands are dirty. Now I'm using dirty. So in the essential sentence, hands must be clean. And I say in the 7th example, if your hands are dirty, eat nothing. Well, the last one says, it's very important to wash hands before eating. I mean, once I'm before, after, consequently, usually, naturally, normally. That may sound a bit academic. Now, dear learners, as you could see in my video tutorial, so as a learner, when you sail in the ocean of English language, you need many things to survive. First, grammar, then vocabulary with word formation and lexical resource and collocations, and of course, more beautiful points which should be illustrated and supported by arguments, and then the knowledge of layout. So if I conclude the process, so to be a successful writer, you naturally think in our mother tongue, our native language, and then you should ask yourself, I made this sentence in Uzbek, this point came to my mind in Uzbek, and do not write them down word by word. Try to use synonyms, antonyms, and some collocations, and to let your writing process vary from noun to adverb, from adverb to adjective, from adjective to verb. So that works. This is how it works. And try to sound like a native speaker. That means which makes your essay or writing assignment more readable and interesting. Okay, that's the end of the process. Guys, thank you. Take care. Goodbye.